Okay, greetings and salutations, Stinky fans. Welcome once again to another episode of Tales of a Black and White Biker. The topic of today's video is, well, Wyvern Biker a little while ago produced a video called Hell Hath No Fury, so I thought I'd do a reply to that. Many moons ago, when I was younger, and in my view, single, I used to like to do a lot of travelling, so I used to travel from all over the world and all over the UK. Now obviously the most expensive thing about travelling isn't the actual travelling itself or the food, it's the actual accommodation. So I, being a friendly sort of guy, actually had a network of friends all around the world and the UK that I could go and stay with. Some of these friends had additional benefits, so when I went and stayed with those particular friends, I would avail myself of said benefits. Anyway, one bank holiday weekend, I was living in Poole in a bedsit at the time. Now for those of you who don't know what a bedsit is basically a room with a kitchen, and you share a communal bathroom and toilet. So anyway, I was living in that. It was quite a big one. I moved downstairs and I used to keep the bike in the bedsit. One bank holiday weekend, I think it was about May or so, it was in the summer, I just got in and been out somewhere and made myself a cup of coffee. And you have to remember now that back then there was no such thing as email. Mobile phones were bricks, so the only way of contacting people was either by snail mail or phone, landline. Anyway, I'm sat having a cup of coffee and doing whatever what I was doing, and the doorbell rings. So I goes to the front door, opens it, and there's this young lady. I knew her, and she said, "Oh yeah, I'd like to come and I thought I'd spend the weekend with you." "Oh, awesome, great, come on in." So I sat there, sort of chatting, whatever, made her feel welcome, as you do. About 2-3 hours later, the doorbell rings again, and it's another young lady who had also decided to come and spend the bank holiday weekend with me down in Poole. Obviously being near the sea, bank holiday weekend, yeah, no problem. So invites her in, introduces, this is such and such, this is such and such, friend, whatever, no problem. Anyway, later on in the evening, after we was having dinner, the doorbell rings again. Another friend who decided to come and stay with Stinky. Okay, I'm getting a bit scared now because this is getting a little bit like too much to handle. But no worries, I've been to lots of parties, crashed out loads of places, throw a couple of duvets on the floor, and we just crash out on the floor. It's happened loads of times. So, nobody's talked about who I'm dating and whatever, and I haven't mentioned the subject, so haven't said a word, just thought carry on regardless. Unfortunately, these three young ladies, or should I say friends, inverted commas, was under the impression I was going out with them. Anyway, we went out, we went to the bar, had a few beers, went to see a live band, etc. We came back and I thought it was a good idea to have a bit of a party in the bedsit. Unfortunately, didn't have that many supplies, so I elected to go out and get some supplies from a late shop, all-night garage, or a off-licence, something like that. And the nearest one available was about 10 miles away or so. So I got my bike kit on, got the bike out, and went up and get it. Unfortunately, I forgot one minor thing. Girls have a habit of talking, especially to each other. When I got back, went to open the door to bring the bike in, and a mug and a saucepan went flying at my head. Luckily I was wearing protective gear at the time, and I've got these three girls screaming like banshees, going absolutely ballistic and wanting to do me seriously bodily harm. Of course, I decided, to discretion being the better part of valour, I'd bugger off and get out of the way. So I went to someone else's house and stayed the night. Next day I thought, okay, they should have gone by now, I'll pop home, whatever. Unfortunately, one of the girls' cars, what's like the ladies' cars, was still there. So I disappeared again, went back with my friends, stayed there the night. The next day, I've got to start thinking about getting stuff ready for work, because I'm due back at work and I need clean clothes, etc, etc. I thought, okay, I'm going to have to face the music. I better go in and get this done and dusted because I need some clothes. I pulls up to the bed sit, opened the front door, got the bike in the front, went to open my door, and luckily I was really scared. And luckily I didn't see anybody's cars in the parking area, so I thought, great, perhaps they've all buggered off. As I opened the door, the bedsit was absolutely trashed, and I mean absolutely trashed. All the crockery is broken, the wallpaper's ripped off the walls, there was lipstick and paint and saying, "You cheating bastard," all over the walls. They slashed the bed, they slashed the chairs, and worst of all, either one or all of them had gotten into the wardrobe and I've cut up every single item of clothing I then owned. So, let this be a lesson to you. Don't ever piss off women, especially not in groups, because I tell you, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Needless to say, I didn't stay around their houses again for some weird reason. Oh well. Anyway, once again, thanks for watching. You all ride safe and take care. Ta-ta for now.